Good evening and welcome to World Bulletin. Tonight we focus on a major development in the Indo-Pacific. Japan's bold move in the West Philippine Sea. Japan is providing the Philippines with advanced surveillance radars and a new fleet of multi-role patrol vessels. This is a direct response to China's aggressive actions in the region. The upgrade strengthens a key U.S. ally and signals a deepening security partnership between Tokyo and Manila. Japan is stepping up as a security player, not just an economic powerhouse. This donation marks a significant shift in regional dynamics. For years, China has expanded its presence in the South China Sea, building artificial islands and intimidating neighbors. The Philippines, on the front lines, now gets a crucial boost to defend its waters. This is about sovereignty, strategy, and shifting alliances in Asia. We'll break down the equipment, the history behind this move, and reactions from Manila and Beijing. We'll also examine how these assets will change the situation on the water for the Philippines. Finally, we'll discuss what this growing Japan-Philippines alliance means for the U.S. and the future of Indo-Pacific stability. Let's dive in, stick with us. Transition to next scene. Let's look at what Japan is providing. The centerpiece: advanced, long-range air and surface surveillance radars, designed to track vessels and low-flying aircraft over vast distances. These radars will be installed along the Philippines' western coastline, giving persistent, all-weather coverage of the West Philippine Sea. Alongside, Japan is delivering a new squadron of large, state-of-the-art patrol vessels, more capable than much of the current Philippine fleet. These ships are built for long patrols, rough seas, and come equipped with modern systems and helipads. Their main roles: maritime law enforcement, search and rescue, and asserting Philippine presence in its exclusive economic zone. This package is part of Japan's new official security assistance framework, marking a major policy shift toward active regional security. The Philippines is among the first and biggest beneficiaries, with the deal valued at several $100 million. This isn't a one-off, it's a sustained multi-year effort to build Philippine maritime capacity. With these assets, the Philippines gains unprecedented ability to see, understand, and act across its maritime territory. Why now? Tensions in the West Philippine Sea are at a boiling point. China's sweeping claims and aggressive tactics, harassing Filipino fishermen, blockading outposts, and using water cannons, have escalated. The Philippines faces constant pressure, with repeated incidents risking conflict. Japan, facing its own disputes with China in the East China Sea, sees these actions as a warning. The South China Sea is vital for Japan's trade and energy imports. Instability threatens its economic security. By helping the Philippines, Japan defends its own interests and regional stability. A stronger Philippines acts as a bulwark against unchecked Chinese expansion. This is not charity, it's a calculated investment in a stable rules-based order. Japan's move signals to Beijing that expansionism will meet coordinated resistance. The Philippines has welcomed Japan's support with gratitude and optimism. President Marcos Jr. calls the agreement a game-changer for defending Philippine sovereignty. Defense leaders say the new radars and vessels will transform their ability to protect territory and fishermen. This marks a decisive pivot toward traditional allies like the U.S. and Japan, driven by relentless Chinese pressure. Public support is high, fueled by nationalist sentiment after repeated Chinese harassment. Beijing, meanwhile, has condemned the move, accusing Japan of stoking tensions and acting as a U.S. pawn. Chinese state media portray the Philippines as being manipulated into a great power conflict. This narrative aims to divide the allies and delegitimize their cooperation. The diplomatic and information battle is now in full swing. The stakes for regional influence have never been higher. How will these new assets change the game for the Philippines? The new radar network will provide real-time, comprehensive surveillance of the West Philippine Sea, closing critical gaps. The armed forces can now detect and track vessels as soon as they enter Philippine waters, allowing for proactive responses. The new patrol vessels will enable longer, deeper patrols, shadowing Chinese flotillas and protecting Filipino fishermen. Their presence alone asserts sovereignty and deters gray zone tactics without escalating to open conflict. The synergy between radars and vessels means better intelligence, faster response, and stronger legal and diplomatic leverage. While these assets won't end the dispute, they raise the cost for China's coercive activities. The Philippines is now far better equipped to defend its maritime rights. This deal is part of a broader realignment in the Indo-Pacific. Regional powers like Japan, Australia, and South Korea are building new security ties, not just relying on the U.S. The Japan-Philippines partnership is a prime example, with joint training, naval exercises, and trilateral patrols with the U.S. This lattice-work of alliances is more flexible than a single NATO-style bloc. The goal: uphold international law and freedom of navigation, not contain China, but prevent unilateral rule-setting. For the Philippines, diversifying partnerships means more strategic depth and influence. For Japan, it's a confident step toward being a normal security actor in Asia. Middle powers are now shaping their own destiny, building coalitions to protect shared interests. The future of Asian security is being written by more than just Washington and Beijing. Japan's donation is more than a headline. It's a long-term investment reshaping the South China Sea's security landscape. The Philippines will now monitor and patrol its waters more effectively, making it harder for China to operate in the shadows. This move solidifies a coalition of maritime democracies, Japan, the US, Australia, and the Philippines, standing up to coercion. China may escalate or recalibrate, but the cost of aggression is rising. Other Southeast Asian nations are watching. Success here could inspire similar partnerships. The Japan-Philippines model shows there are new ways to enhance security beyond ASEAN's consensus. The West Philippine Sea is now a focal point of great power competition. Japan's move strengthens an ally, challenges a hegemon, and deepens a vital partnership. It won't solve the dispute overnight, but it shifts the balance of power. Thank you for joining us on World Bulletin.